Good morning. We're here on Swainsthorpe Close in the very popular Priory area of Haywards Heath. And I'm here to actually show you around number 1 Swainsthorpe Close, which is this 3-bedroom semi-detached house, which has actually been extended on the ground floor to the side, which gives you an extra big kitchen, another ground floor bedroom or a study, and a little shower room. So it's a bit bigger than average. It's been rented out. It needs a little bit of doing up, which hence it's been priced accordingly. But I'm just walking round the side here because it's actually also, not only have you got a driveway to the front with parking for a couple of cars, but you've also got a garage directly behind with a parking space in front of it there. So that's all yours as well. When you come around the back here, you can see the house occupies quite a big corner plot, but it's a very popular neighbourhood, the Priory. It's called the Priory because that great big building there you see with the big spire, that is the old Haywards Heath Priory, and it's no longer a priory. For years it was offices and a fancy restaurant. It's now been converted into really lovely apartments. And something I've heard a bit of is a lot of those apartments don't have any actual parking. And with all this extra parking you've got, you can rent your driveway up for a little bit of extra income if you wanted to. So a few possibilities there. But it's a nice old established neighbourhood. This was all built in the early to mid 1970s. So there's no estate charge like a lot of the modern developments. And this property, as mentioned, it's been rented out by the family. It's a little bit bashed around the edges, but like I say, it's very much priced accordingly and very much habitable. So come and have a look around. So the standard house, as you can see, would have just been this entrance hall and the stairs up to the first floor. The extension, you'll see in a minute out the back, the kitchen's been extended. But on the ground floor here, you've got this little room. So this is a handy little bedroom. It's a small double. If you wanted to rent this out for lodgers, again, being this close to the hospital, this is a fantastic location for lodgers. And then it's a bit tight, but you've got a downstairs shower room here. So this has all been refitted in recent years. And behind the door, I've had to close the door on myself, you've got a little separate shower. This is all very nice and clean, ready to go. So that's either, like I say, bedroom 4, the home office, or great for lodgers or a teenager or something like that. And then the rest of the standard house has got this great big lounge cum dining room. So you've got the huge full-length window there. Some of the seals on these windows have been blown, so you're going to need to do a few things like that. Great big understairs cupboard. Something I did notice, actually, the electric consumer unit under there, that's a modern metal one, so that's been replaced. So I guess because they've been renting it out, they had to look after it. And you've got the patio doors out to the rear garden. I'll show you out there in a moment. And then this is what's great. Look at this kitchen. So great big kitchen. Again, it's all very nice. It's all habitable. You don't have to start ripping it out. But in time, if you were going to refit this, you could make this absolutely spectacular. It's big enough to call a kitchen dining room, really, with a bit of redesign. They've obviously got the breakfast bar here and various appliances. Not sure if these appliances are all working. And again, door back out to the outside. Looking around your neighbourhoods. I think if it's my house, I'd get planting, get a conifer or a beech hedge planted around that boundary just to give you a bit more privacy around the back here. So there you go, that's the downstairs. Let's go and have a look around upstairs. Now, from where we're standing here, the town centre, no lie, is a 5-minute walk. That is literally just round the corner. You can walk to several primary schools literally in 10 minutes. You've got St Joseph's, which is the Roman Catholic primary school. You've got the Warden Park Primary Academy, and you've got St Wilfrid's. The bathroom, so this has obviously been revamped some years ago. Now it's got a big shower there, all fully tiled. I mean, this was obviously done to a very nice standard some years ago. It's missing a loo seat, but obviously easy things to replace. And then bedrooms wise, you've got the 2 big bedrooms. So this one's probably the bigger of the 2. So this is overlooking the rear, down to your garage. You can't really see it much today, but you've got a view over those rooftops all the way up to Horsted Canes. Wardrobe in here. The other front bedroom, another double. And again, this one, views to the front. And then this one, we've got loads of cupboards in here. So use just a double wardrobe in that one. Another handy shelf wardrobe in that one. And then the little 3rd bedroom upstairs. These were always only used as studies or little kids' rooms. But this has also got a wardrobe over the stairs there and looking out the front. So that's the inside. So it's all it's clean enough. Wouldn't take a lot to make this look rather quite lovely. I always hate showing people around empty houses because they feel so sad. And you see every little hole and little dent. Good for a buyer to have a really beady eye on it, but they don't feel so big. But these living areas, if I just stand back over here, this is an enormous lounge cum dining room. Now, in a lot of cases, this chimney recess, they had the boilers in them, like a back boiler. So there's a chance you might be able to put a gas fireplace in there. And then the garden, I've not got my tape measure with me, but I'm guessing this is probably about 25, maybe 25, just over 25 feet wide by about 25 feet deep. So a nice bit of space. There's actually a bit of room down the side. They've got the wheelie bins just around the front there. You've got a really, it's nice to have such a corner plot. Like I say, I feel a bit, we're obviously on high ground here, so I'm looking down on the pavement. So you're not going to see people's heads as they walk past your wall. But if it was mine, I'd probably put a bit of trellis on this fence. And like I mentioned earlier, get planting. And then the final bonus, you've got a garage with a pitch roof. So a handy bit of storage space up there. Got a couple of lights up there, but a little bit of eave storage space up there. And a garage door. So there you go. That is number 1 Swainsthorpe Close. It's a 3-bed semi with an extra room, a 4th bedroom and an ensuite shower room downstairs, the bigger kitchen, and it's for sale with no chain through Mansell McTaggart. Hope that's of interest. If you'd like to have a look, get in touch with Mansell's direct. And if you are seriously looking, please hit that subscribe button on your screen and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Doesn't cost you anything, doesn't cost us anything. And we put our properties on here before we put them on Rightmove. Thanks very much for watching.